For people placed in lunatic asylums, the conditions were harrowing. Cells had stone floors with little or no heating or ventilation. Corpses lay for days without being moved. Patients were restrained with manacles locked on their ankles and fastened to the bed. Bizarre experiments and frontal lobotomies were commonplace. At its peak in 1958, Ireland housed 21,000 people in confinement in asylums. Eglinton Asylum, designed by William Atkins, opened its Gothic cells in 1852. Over the following century, the St. Anne's complex sprawled outwards to over 53 acres of interwoven asylums and hospitals connected by a labyrinth of tunnels and bridges. To say the kind of treatments and care that went on here were unpleasant would be a massive understatement. The stuff that happened here is horrific, and you can almost feel it in the walls, this kind of negative, haunting energy that surrounds the place. It really is absolutely eerie to be walking around here. On the 13th of January 1915, a concert organised by Reverend Father O'Flynn was held at Eglinton Asylum. The concert was attended by the public, local dignitaries, staff, and even some inmates. They all gathered here on a cold, wintry Wednesday evening in the asylum's spacious ballroom located to the rear of the property. Much like all the other buildings, it was once connected by an elaborate maze of tunnels joining the complex together. Looking through the windows of the ballroom, one can only imagine the music of the day being played. This looks to be some kind of plant room where they used to be able to heat the radiators upstairs. Really a lot of these old cast iron pumps, but yet the infrastructure seems oddly new, as in maybe from the 70s or the 80s, but certainly not back from when this was originally built back in the 1800s. To the east of Eglinton Asylum sits the foreboding red brick St. Kevin's. Its connection via underground tunnel to the asylum makes this the longest building in Ireland and the 8th longest in Europe. It was in this tunnel that I met the 2 very last patients of the asylum. Unfortunately, disaster struck in summer of 2017 when the abandoned St. Kevin's went up in flames. What remains today is just a shell. But St. Kevin's is currently under redevelopment to become apartments, 20 years exactly after it closed its doors in 2002.